I'm going to try a little experiment. When I picked up these wipers, I got them with a chrome cowl. Got a heck of a deal. I didn't get to see them before I bought them, and I'm not complaining because I still just take it for the price I paid hanging on the wall. But this is stripped out inside there. It just won't stay. You turn the wipers on and this one doesn't move. So I'm going to try to fix that. And I honestly have almost zero faith that this is going to work, but I'm really hard-headed, so I got to try it anyway. I'm going to yank that wiper off. I am going to wax the spindle, or whatever you want to call it, with this mold release wax that we use when we make fiberglass parts. I'm going to take some JB Weld and put a little thin layer inside there and slap it on there. And my hope is that the release wax will allow that to come back off, and the JB Weld will actually stick to the inside of this thing and will form some threads based off of the spindle. What do you think? Gonna work or no? I already showed you how to pull these guys off, so you should remember these steps from the last time. I'm going to get a little bit of wax here. This can't hurt this, so whatever, you know. Can't get too much wax on it, but you definitely can have too little. And if it does stick, I think if I whacked it with a hammer, which I would hate to do to my chrome wiper, that it would probably still come off. So, no worries. I've been running around with one chrome wiper and ain't nobody noticed. They do notice that I got chrome wipers, but for some reason, they never look over at the other one and say, hey, that one ain't chrome. And honestly, the other wiper wasn't too bad. But this should be better. I like to cut this stuff with the razor blade. We don't need a lot of it. But you need to have enough to be able to mix. So it's worked with the gas tank so far. I don't see why it can't work, even though, like I said, I don't have hardly any faith that it will. If you ever never used this stuff before, it's kind of interesting. It feels like you're squishing up gravel at first. Lots of little pieces fall off, but you just keep smashing it around and eventually it'll be like a clay. You do want to pick up any little pieces that fall. Try to keep your ratios correct. Smash it and roll it, crush it, form it. There, it's starting to break up a little better now. I can feel the hard pieces in it. I want it to be all one color. And I really don't even know how I'm going to put it down inside that wiper. We'll see, right? It's all experiment. I mean, the wiper will come back off, I promise you that. If I have to cut it, the spindle anyway. All right, we're getting some consistency here, if you guys can see that in there. Just a little bit there, pop it back out. I think you got about 15 minutes work time with this, is what I read the last time. Oh yeah, nice. I think that I want to try to smear it around in there. I got to get this wiper on right the first time. And I haven't got my wiper in the right orientation yet. I really don't know how the best way to do this is. Man, that's a lot up in there. I know we don't really need a lot. I just need a thin coat to form new threads. I don't want a big bunch of it up in there, keeping the wiper arm from going on all the way. I may have gotten it on this spring already and it might be screwed. I don't know. We'll see. Yes. So, apparently JB Weld will fix my wiper, but time will be the ultimate test to see if it does hold. Seems to be working fine right now. Looks perfect. A little chrome on the wipers never hurt no one. So I am happy with it. JB Weld, I don't know, you always saw those little displays sitting on the countertops at different auto parts stores and stuff like that with pennies stuck in them or parts put back together and wondered, does it work? I've used it in several different applications. I've never tried to make threads out of it or anything like that, but it does work. My wife had a 67 Econoline van at one time. When we got it, there was a rubber drain plug in the engine. We pulled over to an auto parts store and put in a JB Weld plug over top of it, and it never leaked again until we were ready to change the oil. We knocked it off there, made another one out of JB Weld, put it back in, changed the oil, and we did that repeatedly on that van for quite a while before we finally had somebody retap a hole and fix it. So this stuff does work. Check it out.